These fools, they'll never learn.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Foo for Thought podcast.
Yay!
Episode.
Yum 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 yum.
Yeah, don't know what episode this is. Some 100 and something. Welcome. We are a bi-weekly martial arts cinema podcast. But there's a bit of a caveat that I'd like to say. This is our Halloween special. Ghouls and ghosts are around.
That's right.
Yep. So usually we do a martial arts film and we review it and chat about it, but every Halloween we like to dip our toes into the Asian horror experience. Last year we did Gojiam Haunted Asylum.
That was last year.
I know, it feels like it was like
No
3 weeks
fucking
ago.
way.
It
Yeah.
was Halloween.
That was
Very
3
good
days
movie.
ago.
exactly.
Very good movie.
So yes.
Fuck, I gotta leave my house.
So this week we're actually doing what is considered, I believe, one of the best Asian horror films of all time.
Really?
And that is, oh yeah,
Not only that, I think it might be considered the best.
quite possibly. Yes.
That's
It's
what
up
I read.
It's up there. Yeah, I believe so. I think
Interesting.
you've got things like The Ring, the original The Ring, and then you've got The Grudge and things like that, like the classic Audition, Pulse, things like that. But then The Wailing is way up there. People fucking love this film, and spoiler alert, they fucking should. Yes, we are doing The Wailing.
Hey.
The South Korean film, The Wailing. I've just said The Wailing 8 times. And we're going to go ahead and jump into that in a second. But before we do we want to talk about anything
Shit.
at the top of the show? I got a few things to talk about.
That's cool.
First thing I want to talk about is you listeners.
Mm.
I've had it up to here with you. Quite frank, here. Sorry, I didn't even point.
Yeah, right up to here.
You guess. I had it up to here with you. Do you know why?
You know what?
This is my wife.
Mhm.
Her name is Devon.
Hi.
I call her Devon.
Yes.
You motherfuckers have all taken to call her Dev. Whenever
Whoa.
anyone messages me,
Really?
they're like, "Oh, Dev this, ask Dev this, ask Dev that." I'm like, I don't even call her Dev.
You're a developer?
Yeah,
What
right.
do you develop?
And do you know what? I was only kidding. I love it. I love the fact that you've all taken to call her Dev.
You need to come over a little more.
How dare you?
Come on over.
You
Come
ready,
on
big
over,
boy?
baby. Yeah. Hop on pop, baby boy.
Oh, we're very close now. Good God. Can we move the table then?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's shift the table up a little
No, it's
bit.
bolted.
do it.
This is great that we're doing this live.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. Okay.
Oh.
Yep, good stuff. Yeah, they've taken to call you Dev, and I love it. I think it's fantastic. You don't like it?
I
I like
have
it.
never been called Dev.
Your dad calls you Dev.
Meh.
He does.
Rarely.
Oh, okay. I've heard him call you Dev.
Yeah, rarely.
Heard it here first, folks. Stop calling her Dev. He fucking
She's
hates
had it
it
up to
She's had it
here.
up to here. Yeah.
Do they have a nickname for me?
Yeah, but you don't want to hear it.
Mm.
Yeah.
I think it's okay. Well, you can tell me.
They honestly don't call you. Do they call you Cy? No, they don't. They just call you Cyrus.
And
Oh,
to
okay.
clarify,
I'll
it's not
say
that I.
I know. I couldn't think of anything.
You
faster.
were you. Okay.
I was just going to call you a twat, but it
Yeah,
doesn't
exactly.
work.
No, that's better than fine.
Okay,
And to
okay.
clarify, I don't hate it. It's just that all my life, I've never had a nickname, and no one has ever shortened my name, other than the very rare occasions where my parents do it.
Mm,
And so it just feels weird.
Hmm.
It
I
feels
like it.
weird. I'm sorry.
I like it. It makes it more personal. Why they've taken
Yes.
to call me Kingpin Skinny Pimp, I do not know.
Mhm.
That's very hard to say very quickly. Kingpin Skinny Pimp. Name of a rapper, by the way. Great name.
Really.
Yeah. No, I like it. I think it's all dope that you call her Dev. That's fantastic. Speaking of Dev and speaking of me, we recently moved.
Oh,
We did.
We just moved.
Tell me about it. I haven't heard a thing.
Yeah, I know.
Are you closer or further away from me?
Closer.
Surprise, surprise. We are closer.
We actually did like a sneaky little walk past and
Mhm.
creepily was hanging out outside his window.
Yeah.
The other day, just trying to get the lay of the new land.
We are
It's
10
very easy
minutes-
to get here.
10 minutes to Cyrus via walking.
I would
So-
say less than that.
Yeah, probably 5 minutes via walking.
Yeah, it was very easy.
So that's a nice little change. We
Swear to gosh, I was wearing this at the time,
When I
and I ran to the window to show you, and you guys have already walked off.
I
oh, here's the thing.
I wouldn't know which window was yours.
Right here.
I knew it was in this.
I can't tell from down there.
I knew it was in the vicinity. So here's the thing. Here's what happened. We were walking past, and I was like, "I'm gonna text Cyrus and let him know we're outside." And Sean did not want me
I
texting
did
you,
not want her to.
and I was just like, "It's
Weird.
funny though." I was like, "It would be funnier if we had masks and if we could, and if we were just
That
creepily
would be
standing."
funny. Shit.
And that's where it came from. But Sean was very insistent that I not text you, and I'm like, "I'm gonna do it."
And you know what? It worked. Cyrus
I
reacted
know.
to it, and yeah, the move went well. Apart from one thing, the movers broke our television.
Not like horribly so.
It doesn't work,
Well, yeah,
so it's broken.
but yeah, so it wasn't. But
That's
no.
as bad as it can be.
No,
Broken.
it wasn't like it wasn't like it was an obvious break. Like we had already moved in, we had set up the TV, we were unpacking, and it was when we sat down and turned it on, screen was fucked. So
Yeah,
it wasn't like
it wasn't
an
on fire or
obvious
anything.
like crack or anything like that. It was a very subtle
Yeah, it was a bump.
thing.
It was a little bump.
Yeah,
That broke it.
that yeah,
Unfortunately, that TV cost me about $800. And then when I approached them and said, "Hey, you're gonna give me some Skrilla for this?" They were like, "Sure, we'll give you $200 for it." But you know what? $200 is better than nothing. So they sent me $200. I went out. I bought a brand new television. It's a Google television. It works. It's beautiful, and it listens to you audibly, so you can say, "Hey, show me pornography." It shows you pornography.
And it's like,
I haven't tried that yet, but I'm going to.
it's like, are you sure? It's been a couple days.
Yeah,
Straight.
It's been a couple minutes since you watched the last porno. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. The new TV's kind of nice, but I was a bit gutted that they broke it though. Wasn't too
of
happy
course,
about that.
of course.
But otherwise, these guys, fuck it. I don't want to go into too much, but these movers, fucking killed it. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
They put in a lot of work, and we're in a new place. We're really happy.
It's great.
There is someone down the hall from us who smokes
A lot of
hella
weed.
weed. It stinks in the hallway of that wacky backy.
Yeah.
But
You smoke in there?
apparently you can. I didn't think you could, but apparently
If
you
you can smoke cigarettes, you can smoke shweesh.
I
'cause it's
don't.
legal now.
I don't know if you can smoke cigarettes.
But apparently
They're
they're smoking
chiefing, as the kids say.
they're smoking the old marijuana.
They are. They're
Smoking up a storm.
cheaper, y'all.
Those marijuana cigarettes.
That's right.
That's right. That's right.
That's the dumbest shit.
Marijuana cigarettes.
Yeah.
I think
funny
it's
as hell,
yeah. I think it's
Joint, you
very-
old bitch.
Do you know what hits hard? Do you know what I really, really appreciate? I appreciate smokers in like the 50s and 60s who, despite the fact that they smoked, they still call them cancer sticks. I was like, you are acknowledging that they give you cancer, and yet you are still
Still gonna
smoking.
do it.
Good for
Still
you.
committed.
Yeah, a good smoker in a movie. I'm always
I appreciate a good smoker.
impressed.
Do you think
Yeah.
smoking can be sexy on a woman?
Yeah,
Can you look at a woman smoking and think, oh,
some of that Cruella de Vil action. You know what I mean?
or Monica Bellucci in the film just smoking a
Oh.
cigarette? Yeah, I think there's something. You know, she reeks, but
She has to have a cigarette holder.
oh, I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't like
No,
the
that's
cigarette
too
holder.
much. That's too much. That's to me. That's cheesy.
Fine.
Smoking
What
a
about like those
cigarette,
little,
see?
those little French ones?
Oh, French ones are good. French ones, yeah. I'd like to.
What if she's like, and he rolls it up like that? and shit?
No,
Yeah,
Monica
course not.
Bellucci doing that, but you stepped on my joke.
I did.
Yeah,
Oh.
you said what about those French ones? And I was just about to say I'd like to give Monica Bellucci a French one.
All right.
Very good.
Kiss, French kiss.
752. That's what you got.
Edit that one.
Oh wait, that's not even.
no, that's not even working. But
We'll
Monica,
figure
if
it
you're out there,
Hmm.
thanks for listening, watching, whatever you do.
That's just on Patreon.
What else have we been up to? What else have we been up to? I've got a few things that I think we watched, Devon.
Yeah.
We watched a little-known classic film, or sorry, I should say a future classic film. I was actually surprised how good this was and how it's actually going to go down, I imagine, in history as being maybe one of the best sequels of all time. We watched Expendables 4.
Oh, yeah.
Absolute Shakespeare
I forgot
film.
about that.
Unbelievable,
Great it was.
unbelievably good.
Completely forgot we watched it.
If you have to compare it, I compare it to The Godfather 2,
Mhm.
maybe.
Schindler's
Yeah,
List.
it's garbage. It's fucking garbage. It's a terrible film. But you know what?
No good.
You know what really annoys me? It's a garbage film. It's terrible. I kind of enjoyed watching it.
Yeah, it's
not-
the boys.
I kind of had fun with it. Oh,
I
it's
did
not The Boys.
Not.
It's not The Boys. It's 50 Cent mumbling his way through it. It's Megan Fox being fucking awful.
Oh,
It's trash. It's a terrible film.
It's not
They
good.
underutilized Eco. Always Tony Jaa's on fire in it though. He's
Yeah.
great in it.
The script was awful.
Oh my god. Honestly, I
It
don't
was
know who wrote it. Like a
awful.
12-year-old Sean wrote it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was no good.
Yeah.
I did not enjoy it.
no.
What else
Uh,
What else does little Sean draw?
Little Sean of Horrors.
Mm-hmm.
What I used to draw a number of things.
What was your first drawing?
Oh, well, we just discussed this on the Uncut episode, but I will tell everyone, thanks for bringing that up. I
Mhm.
appreciate it. My first ever drawing, so, you scribble when you're a kid to just scribble bullshit, but my first ever drawing of an actual, circle head, circle body, and stick arms and legs, I showed it to my mother, and she goes, "Oh, who's this?" Expecting, like, "Oh, it's you, Mum, or it's me." It was Phil Collins.
Mhm.
I said, "Mum, it's Phil motherfucking Collins."
That's right.
She went, "I'm going to pin this on the fridge." I said, "Damn right you are, bitch.
Mhm.
Get it up there." Yeah, it's my first ever drawing ever was Phil goddamn Collins because
Rest in
I
peace.
loved Phil Collins. Rest in peace,
Rest in peace,
indeed.
go.
I loved Phil Collins as a kid. I appreciated his drum beats. I appreciated his time in Genesis. I appreciated the Tarzan soundtrack. And quite frankly, I appreciated it when he was in the comedy movie that no one's seen called Buster.
Mm.
But you don't know that film, do you?
No.
Nope. Buster Rhymes. Yeah, no, Drew Phil Collins. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Expendables 4, don't bother with it.
No.
Jason Statham looks great in it. Tony Jaa looks great in it, but it's trash and terrible and it's no good.
It is.
I don't know what Andy Garcia is doing or what he thinks he's doing. The first thing he does in the film is make like a 5-minute joke about Sylvester Stallone's scrotum.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not good. He's like, "How's it hanging?" And Stallone's like, "Oh, it's pretty saggy these days." And Garcia's like, "Huh, yeah, I know all about sagging nuts. It's all." But I'm just like, Garcia, what are you doing? Yeah, it's that bad. It's a
It's
terrible,
not
terrible
good.
film. Stallone, I don't know what he was doing, but he did the right thing. He said, "Hey guys, I'll be in your film for 5 minutes, and then I'm not going to be in it anymore."
Yep.
Mhm.
So I won't spoil it for you, but there is a spoiler to the film. But don't watch it.
Don't bother.
And don't. Yeah, there will be no
Just don't
spoiler.
bother.
That's the only thing we watched. We talked about the fall of the House of Usher
Yes,
last
we did.
episode, right? We didn't watch anything else. I've been watching like Halloween films, not the Halloween films. I've been watching horror films for October. I watched a film the other day, which I highly recommend. If you can find I don't know where it's from, but it's a Spanish language film, and it is called When Evil Lurks. Find that film because it is fan.
Is it scurry?
It's a horror film. It is scary. It's got some scary moments. It's a horror film. It's a possession film, but it's like a possession film you've never seen before. It's where possession is like a zombie plague. It's not like one girl who's possessed. It's various people start getting possessed, and like you possess people by touching them, and it's like a zombie thing.
Children of the Corn? Isn't that kind of what happens? Or are they just little crazy kids?
Yeah, just crazy kids. Yeah,
All right,
you're
well,
way off.
I'm just thinking about a lot of crazy people.
Yeah, no, it's really the crazies you might be thinking of. That's similar, but it's such a good film, and honestly, When Evil Lurks has the single most shocking scene I've seen in a film in 10 years, 20 years, even. It absolutely made me go, "Oh fucking!" Not scary, but crazily shocking. Really, really good. But those of a delicate disposition, be careful because it's got some crazy stuff in it. Pretty violent stuff as well.
So I shouldn't watch it.
You'd like it. You'd be fine with it.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's not like gross, terrible, shocking. It's just you don't see it coming, and it's something that you wouldn't expect to happen.
Got it.
So yeah, I'm trying to watch 31 horror films in 31 days. It's not going to happen. I've just watched my 25th, and I've got 3 days to watch 6 more films. It's not going to happen. Not going to happen. But at least I hope I can cram in like 1 or 2 more. But yeah.
Do you enjoy this process?
Love it. Love it.
Yeah.
I just get to see loads of films I haven't seen before. I watched Saw X. I watched the most recent Saw film. It's good. It's the second best Saw film.
Mm.
Yeah, Jigsaw doing his Jigsaw thing. Good, good film. Seek that one out, everyone. Saw X. Don't worry about all the rest because they're kind of shitty, but it's a pretty good film. It's decent. Tobin Bell, 81 years old and still being Jigsaw. Nuts.
Mm.
Have you guys done anything?
No.
Nope.
Great, good. Okay,
Right
let's
on to the.
let's get into the film, baby. We are doing The Wailing, 2016 film directed by Na Hong Jin, starring Hwang Jung-min, Kwon Do-won, Chun Woo Hee, and Jin Kunimura.
Mm-hmm.
A few little tidbits about this film. It's Ari Aster's favorite horror film of the last 10 years. If you don't know Ari Aster, he directed. I get confused between him and Robert Eggers. I think Ari Aster directed Midsummer and Hereditary. He directed those, two of the biggest horror films of the last 10 years. And he loves The Wailing. On a $6 million budget, it made $50 million. And the Vulture, when the magazine or website Vulture, when reviewing this, said it's operating on a level that makes most American cinema seem clunky and unimaginative.
Goddamn.
Exciting. So, just to put it out there, this is not what we usually do. We are doing a horror film. We don't usually do these, but I can tell you the Kung Fu's coming back next episode. But for now, who thought what about the old Wailing?
That's one of them good movies right there.
Bob Marley and the Wailings.
Mm-hmm. Good
You liked
stuff. I liked it. That's a holy shit. That's a slow burn, though. You know what I mean?
It builds.
Hey, do you want to be confused for an hour and a half? Yep. Watch this movie. You know what I mean?
Kevin thought exactly the same thing.
And then
Yeah.
slightly less confused for another hour.
Right.
And then slightly less confused for the last 3 minutes.
Right.
What Cyrus just said is the perfect summary of the film. Honestly,
Confused.
if
through
you
the
don't
whole-
mind being utterly confused for a while, just stick with it, and it does reveal all its secrets by the end. But for those that get very
Does it
frustrated
reveal
very
all
easily,
its secrets. at
well,
the
not all the
end?
secrets. We're gonna
Right.
get into that. Did you like it, Evan?
I did enjoy it. I was confused, like Cyrus said, through most of it. Whether you're the opinion that this is like the best like horror film,
Asian horror
Asian
film.
horror film. I don't think I would agree with that.
Can you name a better Asian horror film though?
The thing we watched last year.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
That was really good.
The fact that you think that film is better than this, you're crazy. You're crazy.
I feel like because is there's so much confusion for
Yeah.
me, so that takes away from it.
Yeah.
For me.
Yeah.
I
get it.
have
I
so
get
many
it.
questions.
You're easily
about it.
frustrated, I think, as well.
Right.
You're a wham bam, thank you, ma'am.
Not necessarily.
You're a like, what's
Not
happening,
Not
man?
Slowly, go
necessarily,
gently.
but I guess we'll get into this. But I'm just like, why make? What was the point of certain choices, or is it purely to confuse the audience?
I don't think it's to confuse the audience, because I think there's a difference, right? Because there is confusing the audience, and then there is tantalizing the audience and going, "Come with me on this story."
Where do those things? But there were bits where I felt like they didn't go anywhere.
Oh, that's interesting.
They didn't lead to anything.
Like what?
So, okay, fine. Let's get into it. So, all right. So, initially, during the first like 30 minutes, my working theory was that there was to be fun. I was like, there's a chupacabra, and so
Korean chupacabra.
right.
The worst
And
of them all.
then I was just like, okay, zombies. And then so whatever was happening to those people, right?
Yeah, we should summarize the film a little bit in a second, but yeah,
Okay.
because I don't want to confuse people too much with what we're talking.
Whatever was happening to those people. Well, what was happening to them?
Yeah.
What was happening to them? What was the point?
Oh, that's your question?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What was the point of everything that builds up to what they become and then how they die? What's happened? Like those bits where like their bones or whatever it is that happens. What's happening there?
What do you think?
No idea. That's the point. That's why I'm asking. I have no idea.
I don't think there is an idea. I think those people are possessed. I think they are possessed to kill others. And I think they die in a horrible manner because they're possessed. I don't think you have to think outside that. I don't think it's anything special. I think it's just horror. It's these people are getting possessed. They're going crazy. They're killing people.
And then they just die.
And then they just die a horrific way.
Okay.
It's just, and to be honest, that is to an extent the point of the film, or the point of the main antagonist in the film. So, the film, if you haven't seen it, focuses on a Korean village. In this Korean village, there are people who are seemingly there's a lot of weird shit going on. There are
Yeah.
people who are getting murdered, and there are people who are killing themselves, and there's a lot of violence and shenanigans and kind of creepy stuff going on in this town.
And there's also some sort of outbreak, biological outbreak, where people have boils on them, and
Yeah, and those people typically commit crimes, and they'll kill their loved ones or something after a
Oh
while.
yeah, was that just a separate coincidental thing? Or was that all a part of it?
That's all a part of it.
It's all a part of it.
Yeah.
Okay, because there was a whole talk about the mushrooms, but that was just their
That was a red herring.
reasoning.
Yes, that was a red herring the whole
Got
way.
it, got it, got it,
Because
got it.
I think I don't like that. I don't like that the director put that in, because I think a lot of people will be like, "Has it got to do with these mushrooms?" And I think that's unfair. I think it's unfair going, "I'm going to put this in the film," and they're going to think about, because there's no need for that. There's enough of a question mark hanging over this film for you to not even care about the mushrooms.
Okay.
So coinciding with all this crazy stuff that's happening in this village, a Korean village, a Japanese guy has turned up. An older Japanese guy has turned up. And
There are a bunch of rumors about this guy.
yes,
he's
there's
fucking flames, by the way. You
No.
know who he is?
I did, but
I saw his
forgot.
face in the beginning, and I went, "Am I racist, or is that a Japanese guy?"
Mm.
Because he's from a movie I like very much.
What movie?
Kill Bill. This guy gets his head chopped off at the table.
Got you. Okay.
Oh,
It's
okay.
so good.
I
It's so good.
You forgot it was him. Yeah. So basically, the locals start basically kind of saying
I think it is.
urban legends about this Japanese guy and
Right.
what he. But as an audience, we are left to go, are they true or are they not? And there is essentially an incompetent cop, because all the cops are incompetent in this film, and it is about his ways of working out what's going on, and unfortunately his daughter ends up with this illness.
Right.
I'm going to leave it there because we're going to get into the nitty gritty in a minute. So I'm going to ask a question, and you can both answer, and I figure you might have the same answers, but let's see what happens. The Japanese guy,
Yes.
what is he? Who is he?
Oh, after like we
After the film ends.
Is he
Is
the
this a weird
devil?
question?
No, go on.
He's a devil?
Okay.
He's a demon.
The devil or a demon?
Okay. The reason I ask is because the whole point of the question is he the devil or is he just a demon? For me, he's 100% the devil.
I think so too.
Yeah. I don't think he's a demon. I don't think he's working for the devil. I don't think anything like that. I think he is 100% the living human embodiment of the devil. He
Yeah.
is Satan, if
Hmm.
Satan exists. I don't think I don't think they call him Satan,
Okay.
but I think in my eyes he is the devil.
I think so too.
Okay.
Yes. Reason being, some people go to this Japanese guy and they say, "What are you doing? Why are you here?" And he just he doesn't even smile. He just keeps a blank face and he goes, "I'm traveling." And for me, I was just like, that's basically the devil has like left. This is just me.
Oh
saying this,
shit.
left his throne in hell, and he's literally come to Earth in this human embodiment.
You know what they should have said? Business or pleasure. He's like a bit of both.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and he's basically traveling on Earth. He's setting foot on Earth, and he's using the body of this Japanese guy. And I honestly think at the end it is 100% the devil.
I think so.
Yeah. And there's a lot of debate online. A lot of people say he is just a demon because sometimes he's praying to an altar, and the altar seems like he may be praying to the devil. I don't think that. I think he is the devil, and I think the altar is just like an addition to like the horror of it all. Because I think he even said, I think the whole point at the end when the priest he goes, "Who do you think I am?" And the priest goes, "Lucifer," and he basically goes, "Yep, I am." Basically at the end. So I'm going to ask another question then. Who's the woman in white?
Right. So I'm assuming, so my assumption, of course, was she's an angel.
Cyrus?
Well, if he's the devil, there you go.
She's an angel. Yeah.
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 Absolutely.
A ghost woman in all white that helps you fight the devil.
Yeah. Now,
Yeah.
a lot of people flip this film a little bit, and they don't make it so Western or so Christian in its thing. I should
Sure.
the Christian religion is not Western; it's all over the globe. But they don't make it as Christian as we just said it was.
Right.
A lot
As
of people say
American.
he's a demon, and she is a guiding spirit, a
Right.
guiding ghost.
Right.
In my eyes, he's the devil, she's an angel. I literally think she's been sent by a god here to protect people. But just as sometimes people kind of describe angels, that they cannot have, they can only influence.
Right.
They can only tell you or request you to do things. They can't just like go, you do this, and it just someone magically does it.
Right.
It's all about persuasion. And of course, what makes me think she's a devil at the end is that when she comes to, I forgot his name, so sorry, the main character, the father,
Yeah, I can't remember
at
his
the
name either.
end, she, and this is going to be spoiler heavy, by the way, if you haven't seen the film, she goes to this guy at the end, and she basically has a way to capture the devil. She has a way set up to capture the devil. And instead of going, I've got a way to capture the devil, come here, this is how it's going to work, she gives him the choice, and she basically says, you've got to have faith.
Right.
You've got to have faith in me. Like, it's all about your faith, and it's all about you just having faith in me and having faith in essentially God. And I like that a lot.
Gotta have faith in that rooster. You know what I mean?
That's
Mhm.
right. When the rooster crows 3 times, I got him. I got the old devil in the bag.
But you have to admit that having faith in that ghost woman is tough,
Yep.
right?
Unbelievably.
Yep.
It's not really even faith.
No.
Because
Because
that
there-
person has to prove themselves first.
Yeah. It's just believing. It's
And
cold
then-
believing someone.
And then through the course of this movie, for him, for the main character, there's been so much back and forth.
Mhm.
There's been so much trauma.
Yep.
And like he believes one thing, but then he's being told that this one thing is different or is completely wrong.
None of this film is black and white.
Right.
It's all grey.
Right. And then he's like, no, no, no. Like he's been, this whole time he's believed that, the Japanese man is the bad guy. But then he's told by someone that he trusts, no, no, no. Turns out
And
Japanese guy was good guy. She's the bad guy. And then when she
I-
confront, right? And then when she, so then when he's face to face with her and she's trying to, school him and tell him the truth, but she's telling him that his daughter is in danger. But for all of that to end, you have to have faith in me. At that point, I'm just like, who the fuck do I believe?
Yeah.
Right. And so,
I think that's it, isn't it? I
Right,
think
of course.
I think that a large point of the film, beyond the fact that there's a guy who's the devil, I think a lot of the film's themes have something to do with the fact that good and evil, they are all about persuasion, and like it's all about there's gray areas, not gray areas, but it's tough to decipher sometimes. That like it's hard. It's not as easy as you've seen this person do an evil thing, you've seen this person do a good thing. When you haven't actually seen evil do evil and good do good, how did you decide on which is which? Like it goes off faith and belief, and yeah, I think there's a lot of that in the film.
I have a question.
Go on.
When he asks her, why was his daughter
Yes, yes. This is one of the
Right.
questions I have. Go ahead.
why
Sorry.
was his daughter
Why is she getting
chosen?
possessed?
Why did she yeah. And the angel says because he sinned, her dad sinned.
The father sinned.
What was the sin?
That's the last question I have in my notes. Because he says, what sin did I commit?
Right.
She goes, because you blamed the wrong man. That's what she says.
What
But he didn't.
what is she
And he's going, well,
But that was after. That was
that's exactly
after
what he
she
said.
got sick.
So, yeah, the fact that she got sick, the sin happened after the effect of the sin. And it makes no sense to me.
It doesn't.
But I have a thought.
Okay.
And I think the thought is, I think I'm clutching at straws quite heavily. At the beginning of the film, he has a dream where he's calling someone a dirty whore, a dirty slut. And I wonder if he actually cheated on his wife. And that's the sin.
that
Huh.
3-4 minutes confused the fucking shit out of me. Nightmare. He's like, "Oh, you dirty slut," yada yada. You go, and then everyone's looking at him like, "What have you done?"
Yeah.
His wife's looking at him like, "What have you done?" And then they bang.
Yes.
Right.
What the hell?
Yes.
Yeah.
But I think that's almost adds weight to my theory. Because I think he goes in his
He
dream.
leans into it.
He wakes up horny, like it's yeah, leans into it, like he's had this sex dream about a woman that he slept with, and I think he's ready, like, to have sex, so he has sex with his wife.
Do you think it was that other lady, the one who, the other lady that he like sees around town, and there's that one where he's looking at her in the restaurant, she's eating with a table of guys, and you can see that she's got that rash coming up her neck? Do you think it was that lady?
I don't know. I mean, like I said, I could be clutching at straws, but that's the
Sure.
only way I can decipher exactly why he sinned first. Because, and why else would they put that dirty slut, dirty whore bit in the film?
Yeah.
Like,
That was
why?
so
Because
random and
all of his
weird.
other dreams are all nightmares and
Right.
scared, but this one, he seems to be calling. I don't know. I
That's
just,
really difficult for me.
I wondered. I wonder if he cheated.
And here's another thing to make things even more confusing. It almost foreshadows the next scene. They go down to the house that burns down, and there's a dirty, crazy woman on top of him, and he goes, "Get off me, you dirty!"
You dirty whore or dirty bitch, he says, yeah.
Oh
So
yeah.
it's like, it's even more ambiguous.
Yes. So, if anyone else has any, if you've seen this film and you have an opinion on the whole, like, what's his sin? Or is his sin, like, neglecting his family?
Or is it like Jesus absolved us of our sins and everyone's sinner or something?
Yeah, it could be. Is the whole town a bunch of sinners? Like, I don't know. But that's the chief thing I wrote in my notes. Like, I questioned it at the end. I was like, what's his original, or what, not the original sin, but what's
Sure.
his sin?
Right.
And then the only thing I could put is, like, did he sleep with someone else?
Did he sleep with someone? And if he did, cool. Check. If it was in the past before his wife and he's just thinking about it, come on, dog. The devil's going to come after you for thinking about that?
It must be cheating. I mean, it must be because you shouldn't sleep with someone else's wife, or not that one, but the cheating is a sin, right?
Right.
So I think it's that. But I could be very wrong, and if someone wants to come and tell me otherwise, I'm perfectly open, because I'm open to anyone describing anything in this film to me. Because I have another big question about this film.
What?
I think I know, but I'm again.
You have no idea.
Nope.
What's that from?
I could be clutching straws again. So, the priest. Nope, the shaman.
Yeah.
He's working with the devil.
Correct.
Then what is his ritual for? The ritual that seemingly hurts the devil. If he's working with the devil, why does his ritual hurt the devil? Why is he killing the devil if he's working with the devil?
Good question. Good question.
I have a theory.
Is
I have a
it
theory, but I was asking you guys. Oh, like,
I got it.
also, what's the devil's ritual for? What's he doing? I think I know that one as well.
go?
You got one? Go.
You go.
Okay. The devil's ritual is he is transferring his soul into the dead body that's in the car. He's taking a new body because people are suspecting the Japanese guy of being the cause of these problems. So he takes a photo of the dead guy in the car. He takes a photo and he puts it on his altar and he goes, I'm going to be in this body.
Can I say something? That guy, at one point, it didn't look like he was dead. It looked like you saw him breathe.
That's because he's transferring his soul. He was halfway into the body.
No, that was before when he first came across him in the truck. It looked like he breathed.
Really?
I thought so.
Okay, maybe he's picking a vulnerable body. It
Okay.
doesn't have to be dead. I just assumed he was dead. I could be wrong. But maybe he's just picking a vulnerable body that's almost dead. And he's transferring, in my opinion, he was transferring his soul. Now, the shaman's ritual, I was a little stuck on, because I was just like, if it was the film, the film was normal, and it was like the shaman was a good guy, that it would make perfect sense. He's harming the
Sure.
devil.
Right?
But so what he does, his ritual, I think, is to end some of the protection that the angel has put on the family. Because, when he comes in and he gets the soy sauce bottle and he smashes it and he goes, oh, fucking hell, there's a crow in there.
Yeah.
A crow is a good thing. A crow is a sign of protection. I think the angel put that in the soy sauce.
Huh.
I think because in a lot of cultures, the crow is a sign of protection. I think because if the devil put it there, why would he remove it? Because he's working for the devil. Makes no
Check
sense.
it. Hold on.
But then those birds were around the devil like a lot.
I agree, but it doesn't make any sense. That can't make any sense then.
Well, no, or it's all about. I think it was all about giving credence to the shaman so they would believe him and trust him.
But why would he harm the devil while doing it? Because they can't
Well,
see.
that I don't know.
Go on, go.
He put the crow there.
Okay. So he's just
Right.
going, hey, I'm protecting you, but I
Well,
put it there.
well, he's going, I'm the expert.
Well, yeah,
There's a crow in there. And they went, oh,
that's what I'm
shit, this
saying.
guy's
Yeah.
real.
Okay.
And he goes, now you have to hire me and pay me a lot of money.
I'll be fine with that. That's absolutely fine.
Right. Yeah.
But
No.
still, why, when he's stabbing that thing, is it harming the devil when he is on the devil's side?
That I don't know.
But how could that benefit them both?
Like,
But then he can't be. Yeah. But I don't know.
does the body that the devil is in have to die in some way for him to transfer his spirit to the one in the car?
But he goes
No,
back
but
to
wait a minute.
himself.
But no, wait a minute. With that, no, for that one, you're talking about. Are you talking about the point where he was driving those?
Yeah.
But that was that was when they were trying to save the little girl.
Why was he but he was hurting the
He
devil
was trying
as
to
well.
kill the
They were
devil.
going
so
at the
to
same
lift the
time.
curse.
No, I understand that. But what if what you said is true, but that was before the dude in the car? So what if it was to kill the body of the Japanese guy so he can go into the little girl? Because those stakes, when he was hammering it, that was when that was the ritual with the little girl, right?
No, you're getting confused. The ritual with the little girl was happening at the same time the Japanese guy was trying to put his body in the guy in the car.
Oh.
They were literally going on at the same
Oh,
time.
right.
That's the only
I don't
scene
know
that
then.
truly baffles me.
I don't know.
Because I'm like, I don't quite understand why the devil was being harmed.
Okay, there's something here, but I don't know what.
Okay.
Isn't it kind of a coincidence that the shaman, who we think is good,
Right.
but is actually bad?
Yeah.
Right.
Let's say he does his devil killing thing at 8 p.m. The devil somehow knows he's doing it at the same time, is ready, doing his ritual also at 8.
Okay.
There must be some link.
That's what I'm saying. The guy doing the shaman is actually killing off the body of the person he's in so he can move to the next body. There has to be they have to happen parallel because he has to kill the original body so he can move to the next body. But I think then it gets even more confusing because,
He just comes back.
well, after they do the ritual, it seems like the Japanese guy is no longer the devil. When he's running from the
Yeah,
cops and
he
hanging
seems-
off that cliff, it
Yeah,
seems like
he
he's just a
seems
scared
normal.
guy.
Yeah. Good point.
So, I have a theory on that as well. The guy in the car
Uh-huh.
wakes up and he's a gibbering cannibalistic zombie.
Right.
I wonder if because they didn't complete the ritual, because the cop ends it early, whether like he ends up in some kind of purgatory, where the body who is meant to go in becomes this like zombie monster creature, and then the Japanese guy gets
So you think is that what's
3 hours
was that
back?
what was happening with the other people who were possessed and crazy?
No.
Then what's the difference?
There's a question.
He was like a super crazy
He
guy.
was super crazy. He was like, and he was unstoppable and had super strength.
Hmm.
So it's baffling to me as to like what happened if
It's very
if the
confusing.
devil left the Japanese guy and he was running away and he was genuinely just an old Japanese man. At what point did the devil get back in his body? Because at the end He's the Japanese guy.
Right.
But I also have another theory that I think part of what the director is doing is the famous line. I don't know what the line's from. I don't know if it's from the Bible. I don't know what it's from. But the greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist.
Hmm.
I think the director of the film is trying to do that as well. Because he's showing this Japanese guy running for his life and scared. And we all went, oh, maybe it's not the Japanese guy. Maybe he's just genuinely scared. And maybe the devil is trying to do that to the cops in going, no, 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 I'm just a scared Japanese man. And he's actually in the Japanese guy's body. But this time he's trying to like show that, oh no, I'm not. I'm just a scared old man.
But they were gonna kill him no matter what.
True,
Yeah.
true. But he can't die. As the
know.
And then
devil, he cannot
why-
die.
And then why he jumps or falls or whatever off that cliff and lands on their off that cliff and
Mhm.
lands on their car? What was all that for? Just as a
I think
as
he
a
was trying
red
to fuck
herring,
with them.
as a trick?
I think he was trying to fuck with them, and then part of me goes, he was trying to make them commit sin, murder, the worst sin, and I wonder if like that gave him strength that they commit sin in killing him.
But they didn't.
They hit him with the car.
They didn't
He
hit.
jumped onto their
He
car.
like landed on their car.
He kind of bounced off the front. It's still technically
not
He wasn't
there.
standing in the road. He
Yeah, I
fell onto
know.
their car.
If you're driving a car, yep, following the rules and regulations.
I know,
25
I
miles
know.
per hour, and a guy falls on
Yeah,
your car.
falls on your car.
Yeah.
It's not your fault.
Mm-mm.
Did he fall on the top?
He fell right in the
He
windshield.
fell right on the windshield.
Okay. Maybe I was wrong then. Maybe. Okay.
I think he did it to fuck with them
Maybe,
and be
yeah.
like, the cops, like, it's over.
We've
It's
done it.
finally over.
We've done
And then he, like, lessened the curse on the girl.
Right.
And he's like, it's actually done. And then he's like, psych.
Yeah, I just.
Well, that was the smartest bit in the film.
Well, yeah.
He was like, hey, your little girl's getting bad. She's looking good. And then they have her do the worst thing ever.
Yeah.
Kill the granny and kill the wife.
Yeah.
Or
Like
her mother.
it was a good It's a good movie, but I just
I
there's
love
a lot of questions.
that there's more to explore,
And
though.
I
I
don't-
want to go on the internet and just look up video essays about this film.
And it's not like, and I don't need a show to like have every detail or everything, explained out. But I don't like this many questions.
Can I interest you in a film called The Expendables 4? Might be more your cup
Heard
of
that's
tea.
pretty straightforward, huh?
It's got some wild
Very
twists in it.
straightforward, but-
Jason Statham is an angel.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, but it's even weird because he's Chris Angel.
Mind freak?
He takes his mask off and he's like, I'm Chris Angel.
Wow.
Dang.
Chris
And then he
Angel?
does it again, and it's David Blaine.
That's right. And David Blaine is a real angel.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Twists and turns.
Galore.
Yeah. Sylvester Stallone? A woman.
It's funnier because you
Stallone
didn't
is
pick a person. You said a woman. You're like, oh my gosh, who are you? He's like, just a woman.
Just a woman.
What's your name? Nah, it doesn't matter.
No, I'm Sylvia Stallone. That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. Yeah. Stallone. Not to go back to the Expendables 4 too much, but there are a lot of, I don't know if I can say this. Can I say this term or is this offensive? I'm going to say a term and I don't know if it is. Can you call someone a mushmouth?
Sure, why not?
Stallone, 50 Cent, Dolph Lundgren, all mushmouths in this film. They're all mumbling fuckers. Pain in the ass. Anyway, gods, angels, devils.
All
Really
things
good.
devils.
Yeah, I think. Do you know what? I wrote lots of notes about this film, and I haven't even dipped my toes into my notes. I'm just trying to see what. Do you
my
know what bit I did like? You know the withering
yeah.
things. Did
Yeah,
you
yeah.
notice something
Withering
about
heights.
I
them?
did.
What about
The
it?
mushrooms or the whatever they were, the flowers.
Yeah, did you notice something?
What?
When
Little
they
tiny
Other than the
little hair?
fact that they were withering.
that they turn into skulls when they wither.
I thought they looked a little like. Still, I wasn't entirely sure if that was intentional.
100%.
You think?
100%.
Oh, I didn't.
Some of them look just like skulls, little
Yeah,
tiny skulls.
I caught that.
Oh, that's definitely on purpose.
You think?
So-
Okay.
You know how the cop hears about the murder for the first time?
Yes.
Goes to the house and he's like, I don't want to be in there. He sees the ward, right? Anything interesting about the ward for you?
Yeah, I think so.
What about it?
I think it proves that the angel went to that house first,
Did you notice anything about the actual ward?
other than the small skulls. Oh.
There was one strand of white hair on it.
Oh.
Okay, so I caught what look. I thought it looked like hair. I wasn't sure it was white hair.
Yeah, and he would like went to look at it.
Right,
and
I
it-
saw that. Right, and I was wondering, and I thought that looked like hair. I wasn't entirely sure though.
My other question is,
Go on.
if it's there and it's intact, why did those people die there?
It's withered though. They made the same.
Oh, is it
mistake.
withered?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
They
okay.
made the same
Yeah.
mistake.
I couldn't tell.
Did you notice they also had I'm going to use this term for want of a better term. They had the nest. So it's obviously they'd called the shaman as well, because the shaman made the nest around the daughter when he was doing the ritual, like
Wow.
those twig nests.
Good
So
shit.
they'd called the same shaman. So I think they went through exactly the same experience as the cop.
I didn't catch
Whoa, that's even whoa. Besides
that.
that,
I didn't catch
the
that.
devil has the same thing,
Yes.
and that's like if anyone made that connection, they'd be like, "Oh, he's also a shaman."
Yes. Exactly.
I
'Cause
didn't catch
the
that.
shaman says he's a shaman.
Right.
Yeah. So I think again there's a lot. Oh, by the way, this film at times actually quite funny.
Well, there's like two parts, right?
The incompetency of the
There's-
cops.
yeah,
That
and
sex scene in the car is funny.
Yeah.
When his daughter knocks on the window and they like fucking shit themselves. Also,
Yeah.
that fucking sex scene's gross. It's one of the few scenes in a film that I've seen where post sex you see the guy, I'm gonna say something gross, wipe his dick off
Yeah.
and her wipe her
Vajay.
snatch with a fucking rag. It's very explicit, and you can see it. You don't see his penis, but you can see him like wiping shit off his
Right.
knob. Yeah, I was just like, oh god, you don't often see that. Usually in the Hollywood films, two people have sex and just immediately pull up their pants and they're like, we're done. I'm just like, oh, you mucky,
You mucky. You mucky.
ups.
And they have to bang in the car.
Mm-hmm.
They couldn't go anywhere.
That's the thing, though.
The
Where
house
they
is
live.
Banging in their car in front of their house. You're literally in a machine that can take you places,
Yeah,
True.
and you're doing it in the
yeah.
front.
Should
True.
just drive off somewhere. I think that's
Here's
funny.
one thing that's not, debatable really. It's just fun. I thought it was well done. The shaman goes to the house, and the angel is just kind of chilling in the dark. And you're
Yeah.
like, oh shit! Oh, she's gonna fuck him up.
Yep.
We don't know what she is now. What is
Right.
she?
Right.
That blood from the nose and the puke was
Crazy.
amazing.
The special effects in that moment
That.
looks incredible. Like it looks genuine.
Right.
Obviously, it's a pipe, but the pipe, I don't know how they hid it. It's looked fantastic.
Yeah. That
They
was
did-
fantastic.
They
And
did
it's
multiple
great as well.
cuts.
Like the fact that, like, even though he's obviously not a creature or something, but the fact that she has that effect on him is great. He's just
Yeah.
like, "Rah, rah," just spewing everything up.
Yeah.
It's great.
Wouldn't an amazing, like, almost believable power that someone could have? It's not like, look, I'm Superman, I can move the sun.
Yeah.
It's like this thing just like makes you bleed from
Yeah.
your nose.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah. I think there's another bit in this film that slightly confused me. I guess one of the reasons why I think this guy's the devil and not a demon, because he can do very interesting things. Does he make that guy get struck by lightning? Or is that meant to be a comedic moment where he's just like, oh, haha, lightning struck him?
But they weren't anywhere. So was he? Do you think? But they hadn't seen him yet. They hadn't found him yet. That was
But
on.
that guy he knew that the guy lived over the hill,
Oh, right,
remember?
right,
He
right,
knew where the
right.
Japanese guy lived.
True, and how it just all of a sudden started pouring down rain.
Yeah.
Huh.
So I was just like, did the
I don't
devil is the devil punishing him by striking him with lightning? But when that happens, it's kind of funny.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, so it's just like,
How's he die?
we
No,
don't
he was just
know
in
if
the
he
hospital.
dies,
Yeah,
just
he
in
was
the
in the
hospital.
hospital, and
And
then that
they
was it.
throw in a little bit of irony, which I really like as well, because they have him wear the diaper, which is just like, oh, okay. They were just talking about the Japanese guy wearing a diaper,
All right.
and now he's now wearing a diaper in hospital. There's a bit of irony there. I kind of appreciated that.
Oh, and then one cop finds the knife, and the other cop's like, dude, what? Don't touch that with your hands, you idiot. He's like, ugh.
Right,
throws it
just
on the
drops
floor.
it. Right.
Yeah, this film has funny moments. I genuinely think it's actually comedic, but the latter half is not. And the final third of this film, honestly, one of the best final thirds of any film.
Question for you,
Mhm.
for the two of yous guys.
I'm walking here.
The first time they see the angel,
Yes.
She just throws rocks at him for
You're
like
saying
an
that?
hour.
Right.
What do you think?
I
No
Now-
direct contact.
Yeah. I did something funny about that at that moment.
You did what?
I did something. I watched that moment
Right.
when she's throwing the rocks, and I did something ridiculous.
What?
I don't want to talk about it, but I'm going to. So I was just like, I get it. She's an angel. He who should cast the first stone. I was like, it's a Bible reference. So I
Okay.
googled, he who should cast the first stone.
That's
Had
not what that-
nothing
yeah,
to do
that's
with that
not what
at
that
all.
means.
It's got nothing to do with angels.
That's not-
It's about killing a prostitute. And I was just like, okay, maybe it's not that. Because I did that a lot in this film. I was just like, no, I get it, Bible reference. I was like Googling things. I was like, no, Sean, you're completely fucking wrong. That's what it was. She can't have physical
I mean,
contact.
I mean, yeah. I was just like, something's up with her.
It's a bit excessive as well. I don't know why she does it so much.
Yeah. I was just like, all right, obviously something's up with this chick. What I didn't know.
That's right.
I don't. There isn't really an answer there.
No, it's very
She-
strange.
She's no problem talking to him later.
Yeah.
Right.
Why not just
She has
hey?
no problem talking to him then.
Right.
But just initially, she just throws stones.
Why throw the stones?
Those angels.
Pesky angels.
I do like something else as well. It's a very, 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 very small moment in the film, but it makes me go, "Oh, I like that." So they go to the devil's house, and he's got a bunch of shoes from people that he's cast aside, like junk, right?
Souvenirs. It was things that belonged to each of the victims.
But they're just scrapped in the corner, like
Yes.
nothing.
And one of them was the cop's daughter's one of her shoes.
Did you notice one other thing was in that pile that he just cast aside like trash?
No.
A crucifix.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
And
Yeah.
I love that because it's just like, oh, there's no God here. Like God, like he's not a vampire. Crucifix don't hurt him.
Right.
Like he's not. He's just like, there's no God here. I'm just tossing this trash to the side because a crucifix, Jesus, means nothing to me. I am like the ultimate devil.
Right.
That will always be cool in any medium, where when something is supposed to affect someone and it doesn't.
It's
It's
amazing.
so cool.
When someone like holds a crucifix to Dracula and he just tosses that shit aside.
But even like the simple stuff, shoot Superman with the bullet. It's like bang, bounces off. It's like what?
Remember in Superman? What's the first Superman film with
Superman.
Brandon Routh?
Superman
Eyeball.
Returns.
You got it. Superman Returns, where someone shoots him in the eye and it just bounces off his eyeball.
Yeah.
Just like, yes, please, give me more of that.
This is a dumb one. But in Hancock, which I like that movie. I don't care.
Mm.
He's in the hospital, right?
Right.
And they're trying to help him, and they can't.
Right.
Yeah.
Give him a shot.
Trying to put a
Right.
needle in him. Yeah, stuff like that's kind of cool.
Yes.
I kind of always like that. I always like the idea of someone making a film. This is dumb, but making a film where there's a character in it with super strength, but they can never turn their super strength off. So when they try and open doors, they're like always like crushing handles and pulling handles off, and like they can never be gentle to a lover or a lover. Why did I say lover?
Ah, that's
Gentle
cool.
to a
Gross.
lover.
To a lover, where because they're too forceful, they can never like make sweet love.
Gift
Because
Superman can,
curse.
apparently.
oh, Superman can be as
Henry
gentle as you
Cavill.
like.
Henry Cavill and what's her face?
Oh yeah, Amy Adams.
Amy Adams.
Yeah. By the way, speaking of Henry Cavill, they are shopping around at the moment the Highlander remake with Henry Cavill in the lead and Chad motherfucking Stahelski directing it, the director of John Wick.
Nice.
Can you imagine the sword
I mean,
play
yeah.
they're gonna see in
Henry
that film?
Cavill can clearly handle a
He
sword.
can wield a sword.
Wield a sword.
He's one hell of a swordsman.
He is.
Yes, probably in two ways. You know what I'm saying?
Ah,
The old, nope, not gonna go there. But there you go. Yeah.
I'm on board with that.
If you are out there and you've ever called a penis a pork sword, you are
Ew.
very upsetting. I don't
Ew.
care. I don't
I
care
don't
for
care
you.
for that.
I don't care for
all.
your family.
I don't like the cut of your
I
jib.
do
I
not
do
like
not
the cut
like
of your
the cut of your
jib.
jib, and I don't like your work
Ew.
ethic.
I don't like your fashion sense. I don't like your accent either.
Just going through a
Oh,
few.
that was uncut. Never mind.
Yeah.
Accents.
Yeah. By the way, we do have a Patreon and we do episodes called Food for Thought Uncut. I'll get to that in a minute. You just hold your horses, will you? Jesus. Calm down. I do like the whole stoicism on the Japanese guy's face when they're trying to talk to him with his crazy fucking dog. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hound of Hell.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. bit on the nose. That one, I thought that's only one of the only bits in the film was just like, I get you, I know what you're doing.
I actually didn't catch that.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, it's a hell.
Because I
It's
was
a
so
hellhound.
confused
You thought it
by
was a
it.
chupacabra. It's okay.
Yeah, I kept saying, yeah, up until, yeah.
You're like, there it is. There's a chupacabra.
I was still saying chupacabra at that point.
You know how the guy's like, shit, something like, "Who are you?" And he's
Yeah.
like, "You wouldn't believe me if I told you." It's like, you son of a bitch.
Nice.
You're right.
Yeah, up until also even at that point with they were still, and then like the people and they were turning into zombies. I still had no idea what the fuck was going on. I
Okay.
still wasn't thinking like demons or Satan or
No,
evil.
well, no one does. That's
Yeah,
the point of the
I
film.
was thinking, yeah, some sort of monster or
Yeah.
something.
That's the point of the film.
Yeah,
Like I said, the director is going. He's doing the clever thing. He's going. No, you've got to work this out, and you cannot work it out.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because even if you go, oh, the
so
Japanese,
much weird shit.
Japanese guy's doing it. Who is he?
Right,
What is he
what
doing?
is he? So much
Yeah.
weird shit.
It's only later when you start like the third. That's why the third act of this film is so good because it's not the final fucking few minutes of a film where they're just like, oh yeah, fucking Bruce Willis is dead. It's not that. The entire third act of this film is going. Here comes the reveal, and it explains it slowly. Angel, devil, bish bash bosh, and it just reveals everything nicely to you. But it doesn't go. Hey, we're going to answer every single question you have.
No, it doesn't.
It still doesn't make sense. Why is a shaman in league with the devil? Is he just a devil worshipper? You know what? We're like,
Oh, he's a bad man. He makes money off of people.
yeah,
They work in tandem, and he just wants to rip people off.
yeah, yeah.
And this is probably subtle, and maybe I'm overthinking it, but the shaman, like, he gets out of his shaman get up, and he wears like kind of like a douchey.
Oh, the tracksuit,
like-
like yeah.
He's like kind of a douche,
It's
you know.
great. Yeah. It's like there's so many little moments in this film that are just so fucking good. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm trying to look. Some of my notes are so way off. It's great. Even though I kind of knew what was going on, I'm just like, oh, one of my notes is, oh, the shaman was so close to vanquishing the devil. So nope, he's working with him. And I'd seen this film before.
Did you write Vanquish down?
I did write the word vanquish.
Jesus.
yeah.
Vanquish.
Yeah. Yeah. Why did I use the word vanquish? Oh my god. I'm
Great
like,
word, great
yeah,
word
it's a
choice.
good word, but my god. I don't
Great
know.
word choice.
That's you can't like get into a bar fight and be like, I vanquished him.
Yeah, no.
That's like a big
no,
deal.
No. Yeah. Some of these notes I'm actually yeah, I'm actually kind of ashamed, so I'm not gonna read. Because I tried to be super fucking highbrow with it and super clever. I'm like, remember when you do the fishing analogy?
Yeah.
Where he's just like,
He's
oh,
just casting a net.
he's cast his
seeing what he
net
gets.
and he's seen what he gets. And I put in my notes, I was like, this is actually a succinct metaphor for what the devil does. Because the devil, he can't manipulate you. He has to tempt you. He has to persuade you. And then I'm just like, well, no, he's making everyone fucked up and possessed and killing people. So it's not that at all. So I was completely wrong. I tried to be very smart and I am not very smart. But yeah, the film is great. My final note in this film was just still confused me. That was
Yep.
it. Yeah.
A couple of things, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to read the dead guy in the car. Yeah.
I still walked away with away from it being confused.
But with that said, if you are into thoughtful mindfuck horror films that really not necessarily test your patience, but really ask you to be patient. Obviously, don't watch this one because we ruined it for you.
No,
But
watch it.
you should watch it. It's amazing.
Yeah, watch it.
But if you like films like this, that really you have to sit down. By the way, this film's 2.5 hours long, and you have to sit down. You have to stick with it. You have to be really, really thoughtful.
We're the devil here.
Fucking devils come out to play. Is that a swan?
I think it's a
I
child.
mean, it is.
Oh,
I mean, it is. I guess it is Halloween weekend.
Oh shit!
I thought it was an angry swan. Jesus, that scared the shit out of me. Oh, fucking yeah! I thought the devil was here. But yeah, I really recommend this film. I think
Devil's in
it's
the details,
I
you know
think
what I
it's
mean?
that's right. That's yeah, okay. I think this film's wonderful. I really, really do, and I think it's worth. They're also, by the way, in the next month or two, I think, Wellgo USA are actually releasing this film in 4K. So they're putting it out on 4K Blu-ray. Will I pick it up on 4K? The answer is no, because Devon's here. But I will be. Yes. Yes. I already own this film on Blu-ray, but will I be picking it up on 4K? Will I be double dipping? Yes, I will, because I think this film will look stunning in 4K. By the way, it's a beautiful, beautiful film. Some really nice cinematography.
That little girl deserves an award.
Oh,
Yeah,
what
she
the
was
fuck?
great.
She's incredible.
She
I
was
feel
great.
bad for her.
Oh my god. When she's spitting that fire at her dad.
Yeah.
Good god.
Yeah.
Calling him an asshole and
Shibao, that shit.
yeah, fucking dropping all the sheepbars in the world. Yeah, the little girl is incredible in
Yeah,
this.
she was great.
She's I don't know how they coached her through that, because they were just like, okay, you're gonna go crazy and possessed and just
And now that ceremony is like terrifying.
yeah.
Mhm.
Even when she sat there just eating the food like a little weirdo,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like, ugh, she's creepy.
Oh, 100%. At that point, I was just like, "Yep, she's about to kill these ladies."
Oh yeah, and she does. She fucks him up good. Some good violence in this film as well, if that's your thing. If you like a bit of violence, there's some good stuff in this.
Here's my thing, though. With that scene, this little girl clearly, figured out by now that everything is not as it seems. And we've been duped. She's sitting on the floor like a psychopath, shoveling food in her face, right? Being real fucking weird, right? And grandma and mom are sitting there on the floor just watching her. Um, and this little girl does a slow turn and looks up on the counter with a big ass butcher knife and eyeballs that knife. 100%. If I was grandma or mom, I would have been like, fuck that. And I would have been gone. Because, of course, they've been living through this whole thing. They know what's going on around in town. They know about these other murders. Clearly, they know that their daughter ain't right, hasn't been right.
Has killed someone already.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Neighbor.
That's right. She already stabbed that poor neighbor lady, old neighbor lady who was like babysitting her. I would have been like, nope, 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 nope. I would have fucked off.
But
But
you can't put logic in films.
no, of
That's-
course
that's
not. But then that was the whole point. But yeah,
If
100%.
you put logic into films, you literally cannot
She-
watch Fast and Furious.
So yeah, she stabbed mom and grandma to death.
Oh, if you put magic in films, you can't watch Harry Potter. I mean, if you take it logic.
Logic out. You can't watch anything.
Yeah, you can't watch
You
it.
can't watch anything. You can't watch any horror film because they always go the wrong way and they always fall over. You can't watch anything. In Fast and Furious 10, Vin Diesel drives down a vertical surface.
Yeah.
Guess what? You can't do that.
Your car would just
yeah,
slowly.
you cannot do
And
that.
then it would just
Yeah.
topple over.
Here's a funny thing I saw in the movie.
Yep.
Anybody that falls down a hill instantly is covered in blood.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've fallen down a hill before. My head isn't covered in blood and mud.
Well, there's lots of rocks. They do take severe knocks.
I 100% thought that dude was dead. I thought it looked from the way it looked like his head was cracked open by a rock.
I found it interesting as well that I don't really quite understand this bit. Why is the devil roaming the hills eating the carcasses of deer?
Oh yeah, in his
Like,
in his diaper.
In his little diaper. Like, why is he doing that? Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't seem like something
why I
the
said-
devil has to do.
That's why I said chupacabra.
Maybe you're right. Maybe the film is actually about
yo.
Chupacabra.
Yo, maybe it's because he wants to send a message without sending it himself. Like,
What do you mean?
someone saw him, they reported it. Makes people all nervous and weird.
You want him to put fear into people.
Fear and gossip.
Yeah, in a lot
Oh,
of
to create the rumors about him.
And in a lot of films, like creatures and demons and devils and all that shit, they feed off fear as well. So maybe that's
Mm.
part of it. They want the town in fear so he can go nom nom nom,
Huh.
eat it all up. Like Pennywise.
Huh.
Pennywise likes to live off fear, right?
I guess.
Have you seen It?
No.
Have you seen It Chapter 2? Have
No.
you seen It Hard with a Vengeance? You
No.
haven't seen It? It's
Uh-uh.
good.
I know that's what.
Have you seen the original It?
No.
I beg your pardon?
Sorry, I haven't seen
Have you
any
seen
of it.
It?
The second one, most of it. I get it.
Why have you only seen the second one?
It was probably on TV.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't want to watch the first one. It scares shit out of me.
I don't.
The
Yeah,
first one was good. It's better than the second one. The
I
second one.
don't.
Georgie?
I don't like clowns. So.
He married one. Pew, 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 pew.
Son of a bitch. You got
Got
me there.
him.
Gotcha on that one.
Got me good. Got me good. I'm gonna dress up as a clown one day and just wake you up in the middle of the night.
I would not.
Devon, just in your
I
face.
would not be pleased.
I can't scare Devon, by the way, because she would leave me. She doesn't like being scared
No, I
at
don't.
all.
No, I don't.
There's one part. There's a jump scare in this movie. It scared the fucking shit out of me.
What part?
It's just like this. It's just focusing on the cop, and then there's like a boom, and then he goes, "What?" It scared the shit out of me.
I don't like the bit where the devil peers over the rock with the red eyes.
Oh yeah,
I think that's creepy.
That's
It's not
very
scary,
creepy.
but it's creepy.
very creepy.
Just like, ooh, no, I'd rather not be there. Yeah. Good film. Good film.
All right,
How long have we been going?
we are at an hour and 5 minutes.
Oh, beautiful. We got time for listener questions. Now, this
Hit
week,
it.
with it being our spooky spectacular, we asked for some horror related questions. Horror film related, horror stuff. Questions about your
All things
mum because she's a horror. Got him.
Got him.
Don Jitsu.
You
Uh,
just started pointing at the camera.
I got him. This one. You there.
Hey.
I got you.
You.
How'd you like that? How'd you like them
Gotcha.
apples? Put that in your grits and eat it. That's the line,
I
right?
like that bushel of apples.
That's right. That's right.
Oh God.
Don Jitsu
The
went.
Don.
What?
The Don.
Oh yeah, you scared me.
Sorry.
He went against the grain and he went. They want horror questions? Hell no. which I kind of appreciate. What kind of martial arts would you practice if you, Devon, and Ciros were characters in a Shapes film? What would you each do if you were in the modern MMA influence stuff? I don't think I would. Modern martial arts influence stuff, it wouldn't be me. I don't think I could be in one of those. I'm definitely a Shapes guy through and through. Not that I'm saying I could do Shapes, but what style would you do, you two?
What
if
are
you-
my options?
No, you haven't got options. Just pick a style.
What are my options of styles?
I'm not giving you options. I'm saying Shapes films. What style? You've seen a bunch of Shapes films so far.
What's the difference?
I'm confused. I don't know what you're asking.
I don't know.
I don't know what's happening.
You're asking me what style.
What kung fu style would you do from a Shapes film?
What are my options?
Cyrus.
This is called the circular argument.
Cyrus. Word it for us.
Just give her a few options.
Okay.
she'll get
Thank you.
Okay. You got snake style.
Thank you. That's what I'm asking. What are all? I don't remember all of them.
All right.
That's what. Jeez,
All right.
making me sound like I'm crazy.
Monkey,
Thank you.
Monkey.
crane, mantis, hungar.
Eagle's claw. Yeah, mantis. Drunken box. Nope, not drunken box. You hate that. Yeah, there's a few of them. Which one do you like? It's basically what's
Shaolin.
your favorite kung fu style that you've seen in the film so far?
Right.
Don, this is your fault.
This-
See what you did?
You're the one who acted like you didn't understand.
Confused Dev over here.
You're the one confusing me. Like I'm not asking a valid question. What did you say again? Monkey, mantis, snake.
Next question. Right, I'm done with this one. Sorry, Don. Next question.
Fucking
All
master.
right. So this is from Martial Arts Film Freak. What horror movie do you think you have the best chance of surviving? What about the worst chance of surviving? Don't ask me what horror film.
Oh. You're like, what is that?
What are horror films?
Surviving.
Yes.
Mm,
You know what film I think I've got a damn good chance of surviving?
What?
Tremors.
Sure.
Yeah.
why?
Get high. I hope
Is
you smoke
Tremors
weed.
a horror?
You marijuana cigarettes?
Is Tremors a horror?
Of course it is.
Is it?
Yeah. It's a
That's
creature feature.
Scary,
It's
scary
horror.
monsters trying to kill you.
Creature feature. That's a subgenre of horror.
Okay, fine.
What would you call it? Sci-fi, maybe?
Yeah,
Oh, didn't think about that.
Well, isn't that just what zombie movies are?
because it's not scary.
Subjective.
Yeah, but the
I
fucking
guess. Fine.
Scream isn't scary.
Yeah, like I didn't think The Wailing was scary.
It wasn't.
No.
I think it's quite. I think you could be scared by it though.
Hmm.
It's definitely horror.
It's unsettling. That's
All right,
the-
I'm not going to pick Tremors. I'm going to pick something else. What horror film could I survive quite easily? Technically, if we go by the rules of logic, I'm getting away from Jason Voorhees.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
not
I went
capturing
there.
me.
I went there.
Yeah.
But of course, if he does his magic walking, where he takes 3 steps and then all of a sudden he's behind you, then obviously I'm going to get killed. But if we work on logic, Jason Voorhees is not catching up with me. No way. Get a
Here,
car. I don't drive. I got a bus.
Also, another thing which always confused me because I feel like with Halloween, Michael Myers, right?
Yeah.
That guy. Although they keep saying, how he's there's nothing supernatural about him, yet he keeps popping up. You
Mhm.
can't kill him. But yet he's also like stupid, like superhumanly freakishly strong.
Mhm.
But I'm just like, and it always just confused me. I'm like, why can't people really just kill him? Kill him.
Well, Michael Myers is ridiculous because
Right.
you're absolutely right. They're like, well, he's a real guy, but he gets shot 12 times in the chest, and he's like,
Exactly.
"I'll be back, bitches."
Right, exactly. It
Yeah.
just I just don't
No, it makes
understand.
no
It
sense.
doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
'Cause
but
I'm
I
just
would
like,
pick Jason. I could get away from Jason.
okay.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, yeah, with Michael and Jason, well, but Jason is supernatural.
Yeah, he is.
So but Mike Myers is not supposed to. But we're
Did you
saying
laugh
Mike
because you just called him Mike Myers? I think it's
Austin
so
Powers.
funny that she laughed at herself as well. That's really funny. Both of us are stone faced, and you laughed at yourself. You dummy.
Tried to hide it too.
But yeah, I feel like with Michael Myers, I can just
Mike
shoot
Myers.
him. Yeah, just shoot him in the head.
People have done that though.
I know, which is why it doesn't make any sense to me.
Do you know what film we'd all get away with? Pet Cemetery.
How so?
Because the murderer in it is a 6-year-old child.
Oh,
I got one.
I'd just hoof him. I'd hoof him
like,
off
I
a
don't like
roof.
the idea of having to do that to a child.
He's cutting people up and he's scalping people in the Achilles tendon.
True.
I powerbomb him through a table.
I
Back
got
off.
it. I got you.
Go.
2 of them.
Okay.
Okay.
First one, Saw. Now this is a bit of
No, thank you.
hear me out.
Oh, that's
Hear me
one I
out.
would
Go
not
on.
get. I would
Go on.
not get out of.
Hear me out.
Yeah.
I would be totally fine because I didn't commit any crazy sins like they would have. So I wouldn't even be in it. I'd be at home reading a book.
Do you know what?
You gotta let me finish my thoughts over
Do you know
here.
what? You might be right. You might be
Wait,
right.
is that the deal? Is that why those people end up in there?
It's yes. You're basically saving yourself or making a. You've done something terrible. Like, he does drug addicts, for example. If someone's a drug addict, he'll be like, "This is your way of going. I want to live. I want to fight for my life."
Oh,
So he makes
okay.
people fight for their lives. Essentially,
Got it.
He
choose life.
punishes bad people
Yeah.
and also tries to get people to save themselves.
Yeah, be
Got
thankful
it.
for their life, essentially. But yeah, I
Okay.
guess you wouldn't be put in that situation.
I'm
Okay.
living the dream, baby.
What's the second one?
The other one is Freddy Krueger, because he's gonna get into my brain when I sleep. I'm gonna fuck his day up.
Ah,
I'm gonna fuck his day
he's
up.
gonna be in so many pornos.
He's gonna be in trouble.
He's gonna be looking at all these girls.
You know, in
Look at all these
Dredd,
muscle mummies.
you know, in Dread, the
Mhm.
new one,
Yeah.
there's the girl that can go into your brain,
Oh yeah,
and the guy's like, I'm gonna bang you and do all this crazy
Right,
things.
right.
because you're
Not
in my
bang.
world now, motherfucker.
That's not the word. It's the bad word.
Gotcha.
He's gonna assault her sexually.
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
And then she's like,
Fuck, isn't that bad?
she's
that
like,
you were good.
oh no, I can't. And then she's like, dude, do you know who I am?
Right.
And then she's like, fucking, she like ruining him.
Welcome to
Yep.
my world. You
Mm.
do that to Freddy.
I say, come on in, baby. I'll take some sleeping pills just so I can be in there longer.
Do you know what? If Freddy was in my dreams, he'd be in the worst dreams ever. They're not nightmares or anything. They're just shit dreams. I always
Yeah.
have shit dreams.
Weird. Yeah, just random
me
kind of.
Putting on really big shoes or something.
And you're like, man, those are too big.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just rubbish dreams. I don't have good dreams.
Can I have a quick one for you? Quick one. I don't dream like that.
Yeah.
I have a friend named Tom who has the most incredible dreams. It sounds like he's making them up.
Oh,
You know,
really?
It's like constant. He's like, first I did this and then this and then this. I'm like, what? Are you lying? This happened once.
This is Tom's dream?
This is my dream.
Your dream.
I lived with my parents in the country.
Yep.
I found out that they robbed a bank and they put the money in a tree. And
Good
then I
stuff.
went and I knew that the money was in the tree, and then I think like the cops were coming after me, and then I woke up and I was like, oh God, what am I gonna do?
That's crazy. I once had a dream that was a nightmare that was very much like a slasher film. But the slasher in question, he wasn't like chasing me with a knife. He was just in a large JCB. And just, do you know what JCB is? What do you call
Oh,
them here? Like a
like the
digger?
construction bit. Yeah,
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 what do you call them?
yeah,
Oh, this thing?
No, but the other one with the big shovel on the front and that on the back.
yeah, yeah.
What do you call them? Excavators?
I don't know. I don't know what we call them.
Why don't Americans have words for
Bull-
JCBs?
bulldozer? I don't even know.
No, I'm gonna hold on. Let me Google an exact JCB. Americans, why don't you have words for JCBs?
The only reason I know what you're talking about is because of the song that you've played, and
Yep.
so I had to Google it, but I
Great
don't
song.
recall what they're called here.
That. What do you call that?
It's called a didgeridoo.
Didgeridoo.
Can I? Is that showing?
Get a little closer.
It's called the crab machine.
There you go.
We good?
Yeah, you were
Why
good.
don't Americans have a word for this?
I don't know what the fuck they're called.
It's a digger. Or when we're young, we call them diggers. When we're older, we call them JCBs. Anyway, the killer was in one of those.
He was in a Juicy Bee?
Yes, and he was chasing me. And for some odd reason, I didn't think about running into a house or anything. I was just running around a field with him chasing me in a
Well,
JCB.
Running into a house might not be great.
He'd take
Right,
the house
yeah, he
down.
could take the house down.
But I mean, yeah, I wasn't I was just running through a field of grass with him chasing
You're
me.
like, you're never gonna get me.
Yeah,
And he's like, God damn it.
yeah. My dreams are interesting. Yeah, okay. What horror film would you not survive? I tell you what, I've got one right off the bat. There's not a chance on earth I'm surviving 28 days later.
The fast zombies.
Fast zombies? No, no, sir.
You ended up messing up the camera.
How?
I don't know, but now it's all fuzzy.
Is it?
Yeah,
Like blurry?
yeah.
Hold on, guys.
Sorry.
Keep talking.
Just do a
Okay.
little.
But so wait, so you said 28 days later. Fast zombies are no good. Slow zombies, yes. Oh, slow zombies, yes. Fast zombies, no.
Hmm.
There we go. Boom.
Just needed to refocus, baby. That's why they call me the producer.
Yeah, fast zombies are no good.
Fast zombies, I'm not doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, or anything, any monster can do psychic stuff. Like Carrie, Carrie can just kill me because she can do psychic stuff.
Right.
But
Psychic
for
stuff.
fast zombies, I don't have the cardio. I may have lost 50 pounds. You know what I'm saying? But I can't beat
Hey, that Gleason guy's in it. He's a big chap.
who? Gleason.
Yeah,
His
And he
name?
dies.
he does.
Well, he sacrifices himself.
No, he actually
Oh, he
dies
gets
in a
the-
really bad, yeah, in a really, really dodgy way.
Yeah.
That's true. He gets up to a high rise and he keeps them away.
Mm-hmm.
But I wouldn't last.
That's just a bad world to be
Yeah.
in. Huh?
Yeah, terrible,
Yeah.
terrible.
I would agree.
What a good movie, though.
Very good movie.
It's great. 28.
28 weeks later.
Yeah, I can't remember that one very well.
It's with the Scottish guy.
Yeah.
I almost said it's with the Scottish guy from Trainspotting.
It- Oh, that's Ewan McGregor. Oh no, it is from him. It is
I
Robert
know, but
Carlyle.
aren't they all Scottish?
Robert Carlyle.
Yeah, that's gosh.
I know. I was like the Scottish guy.
Oh, they're all Scottish. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Robert Carlyle. Yeah, no. Yes.
Yeah, it's Robert
Yes.
Carlyle.
Yes. Begbie from Trainspotting.
Hmm.
Yes. Yeah, I wouldn't survive that at all. Fast zombies would be terrible for me.
Yep. I would agree.
Paranormal shit.
Yeah, you would.
Oh yeah, the paranormal activity.
If I put flour down on the ground and there are chicken feet, like big chicken feet on it, I don't even know.
You'd be in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got one, or would you do fast zombies as well?
Yeah, fast zombies are no good.
Okay. Martial Arts Film Freak also asked, oh, Sean, R-Truth, the wrestler, recently dropped a new single. What pro wrestling rapper has the best bars? He says, think John Cena, R-Truth, or Max Caster. And he says, Cena's verse that goes, I got the whole world wishing they could run with my division, but they gone fishing, has been stuck in my head since I was a kid. That's fucking terrible.
Division.
Yeah, the best rapper in the WWE or in wrestling? That's difficult because they're all whack.
Macho Man.
Do you remember Macho Man's verse on fucking Slam Jam? You better believe it. Oh yeah. And other stuff.
Another
I can't remember. Oh god, I think Undertaker rhymes on that track as well.
Oh God, no.
Yeah, I think he dropped some bars.
Oh Lord, no.
Slam Jam was dope. By the way, Macho Man Randy Savage has a full rap album. A full rap album.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I swear to God.
That's
Yeah, I
horrifying.
wonder what it's called. Hold on, I'm gonna Google it. I bet it's got a crazy name. Do you know what?
That's horrifying.
Whoever gets closest to the rap name, you could go on. Give us a
The
shot.
name of the album?
Yeah, what do you think Macho Man's rap album is called?
Can you at least tell us if it's wrestling focused or if it's just its own thing? You know,
It is very much its own thing.
Oh.
So it's not like Body Slam. In fact, I'll be honest with you, you're never gonna get it.
Yeah, I don't think I would ever be.
I didn't know it was
Yeah.
called this. Macho Man Randy Savage's rap album is called Be a Man.
Why does he have a rap album?
And why is it not called Be a Macho Man? Yeah,
it should have been called Macho Man.
that's right.
Why on
Oh, by
earth-
the way, Be a Man, the title track, Hulk Hogan diss. Hulk Hogan diss track,
I still don't understand why he has one to begin with.
because he's Macho Man. He's great.
Other
As for best rapper, honestly, I've heard a lot of John Cena stuff, and back in the day, he had it. He had skills. He had some decent lines. He's on a song with the rapper Murs, and Murs is fucking flames. So I'm going to go for John Cena. Max Caster has some cool stuff. I'd like to hear more of him, but I don't really think he can hold down a song, and I definitely fucking hate Swerve. Swerve hasn't got it, but John Cena, I think, the Doctor of Thugonomics.
yeah. There you go.
Yes.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Your time is up. My time is now.
Great. Devon, has anyone brought in their animals to your veterinary hospital in Halloween costumes? And
Not
what
yet.
what are your thoughts on animals in Halloween costumes?
Oh, I think it's great.
You like it?
Oh, absolutely. So there's a cat. His name is Lucas.
Yep.
A patient of ours. Lovely cat.
That's funny.
Yeah, because
And
it sounds like the cat walks in as a patient. Or are you thinking that?
I thought you referred to the cat as a patient.
Yeah, she does.
cat is a patient.
Yeah, it's just funny.
Yeah, I have a like a picture of a large cat walking in with glasses, going, "Oh, I'm feeling sick today."
It's like you guys are running a little late.
So
I have an
he's-
appointment.
He's a black cat, fantastic cat, and he always comes in wearing some sort of outfit. His mom puts it on him. And the last time they stopped in, we asked, what was he going to be for Halloween? And she hadn't thought of it yet, so she was taking suggestions. Since I thought bat, like a bat
Okay.
costume for a
Yep.
black cat, I thought that was hysterical. Someone else said a pumpkin, but no. But
No.
anyway, but yeah, like it is a thing. If any, for on Halloween, any of our patients are, that come in, yeah, the dogs are typically wearing something,
I like it. I like
and
it.
I enjoy it.
I'm glad. Cyrus, would you rather be able to go Super Saiyan?
What'd you just say?
Saiyan?
Super
What am I,
what?
what am I
Super
saying?
Sign
Super
language?
Saiyan?
Saying.
Saiyan,
Like,
okay.
you know what I'm saying?
Well, what are you saying? Would you rather go Super
Saiyan.
Would you rather go Super Saiyan, eat a devil fruit, or contain the spirit of a nine-tailed creature? Guess what, guys?
What's happening right now?
I know an anime reference that Cyrus doesn't, because I know the devil fruit and you don't.
Is it? Yeah, what is it?
It's
Oh,
One
okay.
Piece.
Okay,
that
so
makes
I
it
do know
super
it is.
stretchy. Oh, okay.
Okay, so this is all
Isn't it
anime
something like
related.
jube or something? Something fruit?
Yes.
Are there different
Yeah,
fruits?
but there are. Mhm.
Okay. Unfortunately, I can't go stretchy arms, man.
But you'd probably go Super Saiyan.
What the hell
You
is
know how
Super
cool the
Saiyan?
nine-tailed fox is, though.
Tell Devon in as few words as possible
Superman.
what Super Saiyan means.
You go like ah, and then you turn into Superman.
Oh, okay.
Fly, teleport.
Are you saying saying?
S- It's Saiyan. Super
Okay.
Saiyan.
Okay,
Saying. Or if
insane in the membrane.
got it.
Insane in the brain.
okay,
Got it.
Mm,
Thank you
Gotcha.
I
for
heard it.
clarifying.
And even I'm going to guess this because I don't know. Is the spirit of a nine-tailed creature? Is that Naruto?
Bingo. So
What does that give him though?
Check it out.
Jutsu?
yeah, one of them.
How
How many jutsus are there?
I'm gonna go for. This is just a guess. 15.
Wait, I don't know if I know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
I think there's 3 kinds of ways of fighting.
Okay.
One's martial arts, one's energy, and one's something.
Okay. Okay.
I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, I know nothing about anime.
chakras and shit.
Me neither.
This is Naruto in
Okay.
10 seconds.
Okay.
There's this little kid that no one really likes, and his dad trapped like an insanely powerful demon inside of him,
Inside the kid.
inside the kid.
That's a horrible thing to do.
And he
Demon
gets like
powers.
bullied, and like no one really likes him, and then like he'll like
But he's
it'll
a
come
demon,
out.
though. Doesn't sound like good parenting.
Mhm. But
Devin applying logic to everything.
he's able to very later on. He's able to harness it
Okay.
and like use it for good. And
Okay.
He becomes crazy.
He can do that and then produce like multiples of himself, and they fight. Am I right?
Yeah, that's
Close
like in
enough.
the first episode. Yeah,
Oh, is it?
very early on.
Oh, okay.
He can also do something called a sexy jutsu,
I beg your pardon.
where he just turns into a naked lady.
What?
We've all been there.
That's right.
I've seen 3 episodes of Naruto, and I didn't care for it.
Last thing, you were talking about. You think it would be cool that someone is cursed with super strength at all times.
Yes.
That reminds me of a Super Saiyan thing.
Okay.
Goku and his son want to be able to be Super Saiyans for longer periods of time because
Okay.
it's very taxing. It's like you enter this mode and you're very, very, very powerful, but it drains your energy.
Okay.
So they practice on being in that mode all times.
Oh, okay.
Like it's like breakfast, lunch, dinner, all time. So they come home and they beginning to master this technique, and they're just at like the dinner table and they're just breaking everything. Glasses. He's like, "Ah, shit, honey." He's like, he puts his hand on the table. It's like, yeah. It's
That's
just cool. Like
crazy.
he can't control how strong he
Crazy.
is.
Yeah, I've never watched an episode of Dragon Ball Z. So
Me either.
never, not a single episode.
Not an anime
So
guy.
you'd go Super Saiyan.
Oh yeah.
All right, a few more questions, quick ones. Adam O'Connor 2003 says, "Got 2 questions for you. What is your favorite John Carpenter movie? And my second question is, do you guys have a favorite zombie movie?"
The Thing.
Absolutely.
Well, we all agree.
I've never seen it.
The thing, no,
Mm-mm.
it's fucking great.
Very good.
I don't love. Oh, I do like Halloween. I like the first Halloween, but I think the Thing's a little bit better.
Yeah.
So yeah, the Thing is the best.
Yeah.
Or what's your favorite
Zombie
Zombie.
film?
28.
Really?
Oh yeah. Easily.
Really?
Oh, I kind of like the cheesy Resident Evil ones.
Get
I like
out.
the first
Get
one.
out.
I like the first.
Are they
The
zombies?
first Resident Evil.
Are they zombies?
I beg your pardon.
Are they zombies?
I don't understand the question.
Aren't they just mutated monsters?
They're zombies.
Okay.
I mean, yes, okay, you get lickers and get like the fucking big
big
hefty
Papa Pump.
guys. Yeah, the big Papa
Nemesis.
Pump. Nemesis. So yeah, there are. But the fact that you like that film is
I know.
just very upsetting.
The first one is the only watchable one, really. Like I don't mind watching the first one. That's fine.
Okay, fair enough. My favorite zombie film, I can go 2 ways because I like the super like violent Italian ones. So I like the film that's just called Zombie. I like The
Oh.
Beyond, but I also love Shaun of the Dead.
Oh shit.
So
What's the Netflix one? The Dave Bautista one? Is that Army of the Dead?
yeah,
I enjoyed Army of the
yeah.
Dead.
Most people fucking hate that film.
Really?
Yeah, I thought it was great.
Yeah.
I loved it.
I liked Army of the Dead.
Yeah, I mean that's solid.
Yeah.
I don't love Dawn of the Dead. I do like Day of the Dead.
Is that Ving Rhames?
Oh no, I'm thinking of the original Dawn of the Dead. But yes, you're right.
Oh, okay.
I don't mind the remake. Actually,
Yeah, I don't
I
mind
think
the
it's
remake
okay.
either.
But I don't like the original Dawn of the Dead. But I do like Day of the Dead, and I don't like the original Night of the. Well, the original Night of the Living Dead is okay, but I actually absolutely love the remake of Night of the Living Dead. I'm a big zombie fan. I love zombies, but I like the 70s like Italian zombie films. I think The Beyond would be my favorite because it's so like creepy and weird and not your typical zombie film.
What do the zombies sound like? Like, I'm gonna eat you.
Yeah. Mamma mia, I'm gonna eat your flesh.
And stop running so fast.
This man tastes like spaghetti. Yeah, that's right. Oh,
That was dumb. I liked it a lot.
yep, we're idiots. Jamie Wayne W. I think you're new to questions
No.
on the podcast.
No,
Welcome,
nice.
welcome.
He says, "Do you have a favorite Hong Kong horror and a favorite Cat 3 film?" Do you know what? I haven't seen a lot of Cat 3 films. I will hold my hands up. But two I really like. One of them is going to be controversial because everyone says it's disgusting and that no one should watch it and it's gross and it's one of the most debauched films of all time. But I really like Ebola Syndrome. I watching Ebola Syndrome, I absolutely really enjoyed it for some reason, even though it's absolutely disgusting and filthy and disturbing. I'm a big fan of it, and on top of that, I liked I can't remember whether I liked Dr. Lamb. I'm a big fan of Dr. Lamb as well. I like kind of the neon drenched sets of Dr. Lamb. I think that's really, really great. As for Hong Kong horror, I don't know if it's counted as a horror, but we did it for the podcast and I really, really enjoyed it. The Seventh Curse.
Which one was that one?
The one with Chow Yun Fat's in it, and there was a naked lady in a river.
Oh, where he was like Indiana Jones or some
Yes,
shit.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I really love that film.
And then the two dudes
Right.
climb the statue.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
That's an awesome film.
I
And
would
they,
agree. Yeah.
they blow up the monster at the end with a rocket launcher.
Right.
Chow Yun Fat
I would
does.
agree.
Yeah,
I-
Seventh
was fun.
Curse.
Isn't Chow Yun Fat in it for like 10 seconds and
Mhm.
he's just
Yes.
smoking a pipe?
Yep.
Okay.
I really love that film. I think it's such a wild experience.
I would agree.
Yeah, I don't know if it can be counted as horror, but it's horror adjacent at least.
Yeah.
So I do like it.
Cults and
Yeah.
It's I mean, if you want me to go horror, Encounters of the
Isn't
Spooky
there like
Kind
some sort of
monster.
flying creature in
Yeah.
yeah, the flying yeah.
Oh shit.
Encounters of the Spooky Kind
Yeah.
wasn't not scary, but it's fantastic.
It's a horror. It's a horror kung fu film.
Is it?
Yeah, it's got an undead person in it. It's got to
I
be good.
guess. So great.
Yeah.
Iris, I wish you would watch it.
I want to watch more Cat 3. By the way, if anyone out there can send me any uploads of Cat 3 films, I will happily download them.
Don't
And
say it too loud. Don't say it too loud.
Hmm?
Don't say it too loud.
I'm not saying it too loud.
I know.
You know,
Just gotta keep on
the FBI might hear me. I will pay you absolutely nothing if you'd like to send me some Cat 3 films. I really want to expand my Cat 3 collection. I don't have many.
Can you imagine the government being like, "You're watching
This dude.
this movie's from the 70s."
This dude's downloading a film from the 70s. Put him in jail forever.
Yeah.
Gandolfini the Grey asks, "What is your
Hey.
favorite Halloween costume you've ever wore?"
Damn, that's good.
Oof.
I'm not a Halloween guy. I haven't worn many Halloween costumes. I hate to say it.
Oh yeah, you guys don't do. Did you tell me that you guys really don't do
Not
Halloween?
as crazy as you guys do it here.
Right. So nothing when you were a kid.
Yeah, I had a devil costume when I was a kid. I was dressed as a small Japanese man. The Wailing. We just watched the film, Cyrus. You watched it today.
Got
We
it.
just did a podcast about it. Yeah. So I had a devil costume, which was kind of cool, but that's it. I didn't really. I dressed up more for New Year's Eve than I did for Halloween.
I'm trying to think of my. I don't really remember my costumes much as a
Cyrus had the best
kid.
ones out of all of us, I think.
Probably.
You've done like Ryu, right?
I was my favorite. I always dressed up. I was a stormtrooper when I was a little kid. That was
Nice.
fucking awesome.
Nice.
I was a ninja.
Mm.
And a lot of my costumes I just make. Like I find things and
Yep.
I fashion them and things. My Ryu costume is my friend's old karate gi from when he was a kid. I just ripped the sleeves off.
Yep.
And I ripped the pants. I frayed them. And then I found like a perfect. Yeah, I used his belt.
His
I
red
think
belt.
I sprayed it.
Oh,
red,
okay,
and then
okay.
I think I did that. And then I found
UFC gloves.
like two things. I combined some sort of glove with a soccer shin. cleat.
Okay, okay.
So it was like perfect.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then I sprayed
Perfect.
those.
See what I did there?
Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, I never made my costumes. It was 100% like what costume was my mother like willing to buy that wasn't too expensive.
I feel so shitty. I never did anything for Halloween.
I was Michael Jackson once.
Yeah, so
You're Michael
yours are
Jackson.
much better.
And I was Wolverine.
Yeah, you've had great costumes. I had like the generic shit. Like it was a witch. I
Yeah.
remember one year and
Oh, I know what the best one
shit
is.
like that.
Here's the best one, easily.
Go on.
High school. At school. I was at school with my tuba. And
Okay.
they were like, "All right, put your costumes on." I was like, "Oh shit, I didn't get one." So at lunch we went to CVS, and I bought a 5-year-old Spider-Man costume,
Okay.
and I put it on in the McDonald's bathroom.
A 5-year-old's?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I had to cut it here. So I had like
Okay.
my belly hanging
I think
out.
I think I've seen pictures of you as that.
Best costume I've ever had.
You should have. What did your tuba have anything to do with that? Why did you bring
There's
that
just
up?
a picture of me wearing a Spider-Man
Costume
costume.
holding a
With a tuba.
tuba.
Yeah.
You should have had your tuba for like. This joke is too long, but I popped. It came up in my head. You should have had your tuba for a little bit, and then taken it home and brought your trumpet in, and go, "Here's my costume." And they would have gone, "Who the hell are you?" And you would have gone, "Arnold Schwarzenegger." And they go, "Why?" And you go, "It's not a tuba." I thought that joke is better than I thought. And in my head, I was like, "It's too long. You're going too far about it." But I thought it's pretty solid.
That is
come over
that is
somewhere.
clever.
Oh, do I?
Yeah.
That is
Oh,
clever.
sorry. I got to move up.
That is a
Gotta move up.
horrible joke.
That is a horrible joke.
Way too long. I thought you were gonna be like, I'm Louis Armstrong.
No, I'm not. It's not a tuba. It's a good joke. Fuck you guys. He says, "What is the best idea for a Halloween costume this year? Like, what would there be anything out of like pop culture or
A
anything?"
sexy little kitty cat.
Gross.
That is kind of gross.
That's every girl.
It's sexy everything. It's
Well, yeah.
sexy everything. I don't know. I guess there's a lot of people like doing like Donald Trump and shit like that. But I think that kind of sucks as well.
Yeah, his time is done
If you really want to pull something off,
this year.
get fucking orange overalls. I'd just like use a marker and put like a prison number on the back. Just get big glasses and a blonde wig and go as fucking Jeffrey Dahmer. It's easy as shit. Like Jeffrey Dahmer is a very easy costume to do, and like it's still in the zeitgeist because everyone watched that Jeffrey Dahmer show. So you could do Dahmer. Carry around a steak with you as well, a bloody steak, because he ate people.
Oh goodness, I'm trying to think of film references or
Yeah, because you
trying to
don't want to do
remember what
Marvel.
came
You
out.
don't do anything like that.
Trying to remember what came out. We saw a dude as Harry Potter this morning.
Yeah, there was a guy in the bakery, Harry Potter, a British guy.
Oh, I was Harry Potter once too.
Of
Nice.
course.
He'd been out drinking all night. He was telling this the girl behind the counter he'd been drinking all night, and it was 10 a.m.
Yeah,
when we
he
were
was
in there, and
literally
he
out
hadn't gone to
all
bed yet.
night. He was literally out all night. He had just, I guess the bakery is within like this apartment building, or 2 apartment buildings, and so he had literally just gotten home, and then he has to go out again at like 2.
At 2 p.m. So he was getting home at 10 a.m. He was going to have some coffee, go to sleep, get up at 2 p.m. and go out drinking again.
Yeah,
How old was he?
20s.
20
Yeah, you
something.
can't do that. You can't do that after 30. I mean, I know that's what popular thing to say. In your
You can't.
30s,
No.
it's just you can't. You physically can't.
It's terrible. It's terrible. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what's culturally like cool these days. I'm sure there's a whole bunch of like anime. I'm sure like One Piece going as like One Piece characters
Ooh,
would be
I
cool.
know. Probably one of Beyonce's costumes from her tour.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah,
Um,
or her daughter, her Blue Ivy.
I prefer something like funny though. I would like.
Well, of course.
I think Beyonce is a very good costume, but I prefer if a man wore it.
Yeah, if you were
Yeah,
Beyonce, that'd be
Yeah,
fucking
it
sick.
would be funny as hell because I'm a
Just
white
do
gentleman.
this one.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's funnier when you like cross things. Like I'm sure a million guys out there are going as Ken from the Barbie film.
Oh, my
Guarantee it.
Oh
They're doing the
yeah,
whole
I
Ryan
forgot about
Gosling
Barbie.
costume. I'm sure many girls are going as
Barbie.
Barbie. But you know what you want to do? You want to go as Michael Cera. Sarah. How would you say that name?
Oh
Sarah?
yeah,
You
Michael
want to go
Cera.
as Michael Cera from Barbie and like
Right.
switch it up, make it funnier. Yeah, that's what I think.
Okay.
I'm not very good. Like I've never done Halloween, so I'm not
Just
very
do
good.
something you like and spend some time on it.
Yeah.
And make sure it's not too niche, in my opinion.
Yeah, you got to have a quirk.
If you have to explain it, you lost.
Yeah, you gotta do something.
I'll
You
go
know
as
what I
Rhea-
do?
I'll go as Rhea Ripley.
I'd go. Rhea Ripley's a good one. I would go to a Halloween party, but I'd only go there for like 5 minutes, and while I was there, I'd have a tuba, right? Then I would. Anyway, your last question we've already answered.
Later when I come back.
Gandalf. with a trumpet. Gandolfini the Grey asks if Michael Myers was slowly walking after you, how would you protect yourself? Devin says shoot him in the head.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Can't go wrong.
Yeah.
Last question. From Rama. Which directors who've never made a horror film could make a good or great horror film?
Real quick.
Christopher Nolan.
You know how I'd stop Mike Myers?
Yeah.
I'd put a treadmill in front of him.
That's good. That's good. That's nice. Yeah. Up top. Yeah. Yeah. Good stuff. That's a
He's like, son of a bitch. I'm just like eating popcorn.
my tuba joke.
And he's just gonna stand on it and continue to.
Yeah, Christopher Nolan would make a good horror film. I think that's definitely a good choice. Personally, I would go. Some people might call Seven a horror film. I wouldn't necessarily. It's more of a serial killer thriller. So I would say David Fincher. David Fincher is one of the darkest directors out there. If he did a full-on horror, oh, it would be a delight. It would be a delight. So I think Fincher. I think Nolan's a good one. Do you have one, Cyrus?
What about Guillermo del Toro?
Well, he's done a horror, but that's okay.
Oh, yes.
What did he do? Which one?
The Devil's Backbone.
Oh.
It's a ghost story from back in the day. Some people might even say Pan's Labyrinth is a horror as well.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah. Some people would say Blade 2 is a horror, but it's not.
What?
He did Rodriguez did Blade too?
No,
didn't know that.
Guillermo del Toro, you said.
Oh,
right?
sorry. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Another person I was thinking was Robert Rodriguez, but he's
Robert
already
Rodriguez
done.
did Planet Terror.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
No, Guillermo del Toro did Blade 2, and some people would say Blade 2 is a horror.
How?
Vampires.
Yeah, but What We Do in the Shadows has vampires in it.
Yeah.
It's
I
not a
know.
horror.
I guess.
Got him!
I think
Gotcha!
I think The Devil's Backbone is definitely a horror. I think it's like a flat out ghost story.
Okay.
He also did a film called Kronos, I think, and that's also a horror film. So I think he did. That's about like I think that's got vampires in it, but I think it's a genuine horror film.
What if you named your kid Kronos?
It's a good
That's
name.
pretty sick.
It's a solid name. Yeah. What if I named my son Guillermo del Toro Williams?
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good. Yeah. Yeah. Good questions. Good answers. Thank you so
Thank you
much
for your
contributing
questions.
Good questions, good answers.
to our Halloween special. We're going to go ahead and pop out, but before we do, I'd like to just
Lay it
say, ladies, gentlemen, come closer because we have a Patreon.
Oh,
We
my-
do.
For a small fee each month,
That's right.
you can give us some Skrilla, and we can put out content for you. We can do Food for Thought uncut episodes, which
Oh,
we
shit.
just did.
Oh,
earlier.
shit.
Can we do film commentaries? You bet your fucking face we
Oh
can
my
do.
We
film
do.
commentaries. Did we just do one on Roadhouse?
We did.
Go and ask your mum. Of course we did one on Roadhouse. um, we do other stuff as well. We do other stuff. Sometimes I pop up and do like Blu-ray. I talk about my Blu-ray collection and stuff I bought on Blu-ray.
Sometimes you have a chin wag with some folks.
Sometimes we just have a chinwag with some folks.
And what are those called? Oh, that's on
that's
That's on the
on
Patreon.
main channel, baby boy.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
On YouTube.
Yeah.
We do polls.
We do
Polls
polls.
for the podcast.
You want to pick a film?
You want to pick a film for us to do?
Join
that
the Patreon.
that is on our Patreon.
Yes. I'm gonna say like every 2 months we put a poll up. Devin selects 4 films. We put the 4 films up, and then you get to pick one or vote for one,
Yep.
and then we pick that one and we do a film about it. Last episode, Triple Threat.
Yep.
That was a Patreon pick
Whoa.
film. Mhm.
Yo, what if one time I make a poll with 4 movies or something that I love that don't have anything to do with Kung Fu?
And then we make a bonus episode for the
Yeah,
patrons.
like no one shares movies they love with people as much as they should,
I like.
right?
I like.
Interesting.
That's good. I'd love to do that because that gives us. I don't want to talk too much about stuff like offline stuff, but that would give us more to do for the patrons. If you want to pick 4 films that you just love, and I put the poll up, and they just pick a film that we do as a Patreon only episode, just about one of the films that you love, we can do that. Devin can do that. I can do that.
Okay.
But they're gonna be films that are not Kung Fu related. Kung Fu is main channel, so we can do like ones that are non Kung Fu.
Okay.
What people don't really acknowledge is movies that you watch with people become a part of your relationship in a way.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Just like a joke.
Yeah.
Just like fucking bushel of apples over here.
I'm right.
It's a shared experience.
Mm-hmm.
So when you watch a movie, that
Yeah.
can become a joke that you share.
Yeah.
I guarantee that that's going to become a thing now. Our fans will probably start using
Fans.
social.
Fans.
Our
Who the
fans,
fuck do
our
you think you are?
listeners, our listeners,
Or viewers.
our viewers.
Fans.
We have some fans.
If you would consider yourself a fan, let us know because we would love to consider
Oh.
you
we
a
have
fan.
some fans.
Do you know what? I'll send you a goddamn gift if you say that you're a fan. I'll send you a.
That's a
I'll send you a
mistake.
fan.
Yeah, send a fan.
You'll send them a thing.
Yeah, I'll send
a
you
little,
a
little
fan with our
fan, yeah.
faces on
You
it.
can use a
little
fan in
fan.
here. God damn, it's hot as
It's
fuck.
hot as shit in
My
here.
hands are
Oh my
clammy.
God, I
I
am.
didn't want to say anything, but that high five.
Oh,
felt
it was.
bad.
It was wet.
I felt
Yeah.
bad for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
That
It was
high
like
five was
fiving a
clammy.
tuna fresh out the ocean. It's not a tuna.
A fresh tuna.
I didn't know what to
Is that the
say.
Italian zombie?
It's a fresh tuna. A high five with a fresh tuna.
That was three jokes in one.
Yeah, that was callback, baby. So
Oh,
yeah, we have a
God.
Patreon. So go ahead and join, you silly asses.
It's not the tuba.
Yeah. So we'll
you
do
should,
that.
You should say who our patrons.
Oh, damn right! I'm on
Ah.
the list. By the way, these are our
Jeez.
beautiful
Good
patrons.
fuck.
They are beautiful people, and they are all very attractive as well. I've seen every single one of them, and I've made love to a few. So they are Miles, Alpha
Miles.
Rookie, Nick, Shane, Nicholas, Amok Pal, Rama, Disconnected, Tristan, who's a martial arts film freak, Robert, Art School Dropouts, Eloquent, James, Don Jitsu, Tina, and
Don.
Benjamin, aka Gandolfini the Grey. You better recognize.
That's right.
There we go. Next podcast episode, we are going back to the Kung Fu. We're going back to Kung Fu, as Notorious B.I.G. once rapped. We are doing the darker in tone 90s film. I forgot the name of the fucking film. God damn it. Burning Paradise. We are doing Burning Paradise. The Fong Sai-yuk film. My brain is
Oh,
mush.
again, another Fong
Like,
Sai-yuk?
Not a comedy. Straight dark. There's people getting decapitated. It's darkness. It's darkness.
Darkness.
It's good. Oh, it's too hot in here. My brain's just melted. Yeah.
Let's wrap it up.
So we're not doing a Jet Li funny comedy Fong Sai-yuk. It's far. It's in fact, I'll go as far as to say it's the opposite of that film. So I think you'll like it. I think it's good. So
Alright.
we're gonna do Burning Paradise. If you want to know where you can watch it, why don't you take a look on a little website called YouTube? You might find it on there. But thank you so much, everyone, for watching or listening,
Thank
whatever you're doing
you.
right now. We really, really appreciate you. We love you all. We know we're a small little podcast, so we really appreciate you giving us the time of day. More videos coming out soon. We got more content. We're going to have a Fight Bites coming out where I sit down with Muggins here and we discuss
This boy?
possibly this baby boy over here. And we might be discussing a fight scene from The Matrix
Holy
of all films. So
Yumma.
yeah, absolutely. We're going to talk about what did The Matrix mean to us.
Oh, I like it already.
There you go. We just have to find time to sit down together because this guy, busy boy,
Busy
busy
boy,
boy.
you
He's
know what I
making
mean?
love.
In the streets and in the
He's
streets.
constantly he's a freak in the streets and a dickhead in the sheets.
And you know what else? I in Sanctuary, in Diablo 2, I'm taking care of the demons.
He's working on Diablo 2, taking care of his demons.
I'm exercising my demons.
Exercising his
I'm
demons.
vanquishing them.
That's right. That's right. Nice callback. I love it. Yeah. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone, for listening, for watching, and we will catch you next time.
That's my impression of you.
That's how we
Yeah,
do
I
it.
got it.
Pretty good.
Right.
Mike Myers, baby.